And it's, what it's doing is facing that way right now. And it's going to go back this way.
Right, okay.
So if you want to scooch back a little bit.
Yep. Okay.
Well, greetings, everyone. This is TechScope Tuesday. I have Jim Connolly with me today.
How you doing, Chuck?
We're doing great. How you doing?
I'm good.
We want to make sure our hair looks good before we get started, because a lot of people do that in Periscope.
Got any makeup? So.
Now you'll notice Connolly's photo is a little bit more hair in the photo. That was just last week, right?
Yeah, it's a before
just
and
last
after.
week.
Yeah.
And so,
yeah, exactly.
You know. So anyway, we're having fun today. So we're going to be going over some of the facts about Jim Connolly. Jim Connolly teaches here in the CIS division, and just some kind of housekeeping stuff. There's show notes on myrbc.org if you want to visit show notes. That's actually this link right here. You can go to show notes. You don't have to go to it right now. The replay, you can pull it up later if you want to. If you do have any questions, as always, you can write them in the bottom of your Periscope app, and we'll try to answer them. If we don't answer any questions you might have for Jim Connolly or myself, you can we'll get to it afterwards, after the session.
Sounds good.
All right, so I've got here a list of courses. You want to talk about some of the courses you teach here?
Sure. So I just started teaching again Intro to C++, CIS 276.
Okay.
And I used to teach it when I first started a long time ago, and it's been fun since Chuck Nelson retired.
Yeah, yeah.
We need some more teachers for that. So that's really actually been a lot of fun. I like getting back into the programming arena.
What time are you teaching that?
I teach Tuesday, Thursday mornings.
In the morning.
Yeah,
okay.
9 to 10:15. I think I've got 2 sections in the spring.
Okay,
so,
great.
And it's fun to see students when they get going on that. And
now, what are the 2 sections in the spring as far as time-wise?
I think Tuesday, Thursday, 9 to 10:15, and 10:30 to noon.
Okay.
So, yeah.
So if you're needing CIS 276, we've got a wide range of times for you to choose from out there.
Eric Wolf is teaching it as well.
Yeah, and Eric is teaching what?
Yeah.
Is this Thursday night?
I think Thursday night he'll teach it, yeah.
In 268, right?
Yep, yeah.
Right, cool. And what's some of the other courses
So
you're
I teach a lot of networking courses. So I teach Cisco networking 1, 2, 3, 4. And those are for those of you that maybe are interested in getting either a degree or a certificate or a certification in networking. Those are some of the ones you can take. You'd also take Mr. Conkle's Networking Essentials course, PCT 110.
Sure.
So things like your CCENT or the Network Plus certifications, those classes are good for that. The cool thing about that is I think a lot of our students can get a 2-year degree in networking, and then they can go out and get a job, right away.
Right in the region?
Yeah, right in the region,
awesome.
which is good, so good placement. I also teach some advanced network security, which is mainly either firewall, Cisco firewall, ASAs. I teach that.
Right.
And then also locking down routers and switches. We do some packet sniffing. We do some copying of packets, and then we analyze them for later. So it's some pretty cool stuff. We set up VPNs. We both do web VPNs and site-to-site VPNs. So it's really a lot of fun, a lot of hands-on experiences, which I think is really good for the students.
Now, do you want to promote maybe a class for next semester that you'd like to push now as far as to get some numbers? Is there anyone that you'd really like to push, or maybe a couple of them?
I thought you'd never ask.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah. Go for it.
So I teach 2 courses in IP telephony 1 and 2, which are PCT 140 and 142.
Okay.
And those are offered on Monday night. They're 8-week. So you can get 8 credit hours in 16 weeks, which is a good deal. They count towards electives for really any of our degrees. And it's really based on a Cisco. So the first one is based on Cisco Communications Manager Express, and then the second one is their full-blown communications server product.
Okay,
so
and what prereqs do they need for that, or if any, for those courses?
They really they need at least 2 semesters of Cisco. It'd be nice if they had 4, but if they don't, but they want to take it, they should contact me, just email me.
Definitely, and so they can contact you for more information on those courses. Great.
Yeah.
Well, great. Let's go right into keep going here.
Okay.
I put a quote here on the show notes of from you. You want to
Yeah.
mention how long you've been here and
This is
what
the
your
start of my
feelings are?
23rd year.
23rd
How long
year.
have you been here?
17.
Yeah.
Yeah, seven in total. Yeah.
It flies by. This is by far, because I worked in industry, and then came here, started teaching, and this has been a dream job. So it's
Yeah.
really a great place to work. I love working with students. I like working with my colleagues, and I really feel very blessed and fortunate to get up every day and be excited to come to work.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely.
So it's good.
Jim's great to work with too, by the way. And I said 17. You know, it's been 13. I said 17.
Okay,
It seems like I've
yeah.
been here longer. It's only been 13.
Because you had to work with me.
Yeah, but maybe that's what it was. I don't know. Okay, the next one leads right into this is a good segue here.
Okay.
The most rewarding part of your job, what would that be?
I like to see my students succeed. So I've had everybody from dislocated workers, maybe working at Chrysler or, whatever it is, manufacturing. I've had an architect, and for whatever reason, they either need to or want to change their career.
Right.
They come through, they get their degree, and they go out and get a job. A lot of them, they love their job. So to me, that's one of the most satisfying things.
So connecting students, once they take your class, connecting them from the classroom experience to getting a job,
Yeah.
connecting them somewhere
Yeah.
locally.
And I'm always, I don't know
career.
about you. Yeah, exactly. I always like to, when our students are in the classroom, I'm always looking at them as like maybe what a potential employer, like,
Sure.
would I employ this person?
Right.
Are they eager to come in
Sure.
and learn? Do they work well with others?
Yeah.
Do they get done on deadline times? So,
And you do get contacted by local employers about students, as suggestions, right?
all the time.
Quite a few times throughout
Yeah.
the semester.
I mean, you and me, as we know, we've built up quite a few contacts
Sure.
around the local area.
Right.
So they either contact you, they contact me,
Mhm.
they contact Stephanie, and they say, "Hey, we're looking for somebody." And the ones that are really eager, and even students, you don't have to necessarily be an A+ student at
Right,
all.
right.
But if you show the desire to work, and
Willing
things
to
like
learn,
that, yeah,
willing to work
learn.
hard,
Yep,
for sure.
that's the most.
And I
important.
guess we did segue into the recent job posting that I think you just gave me recently. If you go to myrvc.org, there's a recent job posting that you might want to go visit. Students out there need a job. Let me pull it up here
Yeah.
real quick. It is, because some of you might need jobs. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm guessing. Could
It
be.
was for the airport, wasn't it? Out in
It
the
was
administrator
IT
assistant.
system administrator
Yep.
assistant. Emory Air is needing a IT system admin assistant. Its primary focus is basic IT support to a company of 150 users. It's currently part of a part-time position, 25, 30 hours a week, and they would be flexible around your school
Yeah.
schedule. So that'd
He's
be awesome.
the guy that wants to hire. He's a former student of ours, got a Cisco degree, great guy, and yeah, he knows our curriculum, he knows our students, so it'd be a great opportunity for people that need experience.
Yeah, so that's an example of connecting students with local employers. So definitely avail yourself to go myrvc.org. And then if you want to like our Facebook and join us on Twitter, follow us on Twitter. Anytime we do post a job offering, whether it's part-time, full-time internship, you'll get alerted on your phone of that.
I don't know if you know this, but Chuck Conkle is the one that started myrvc.org, so it's been
Yeah.
a great resource for.
It's been a passion of mine,
Yeah.
that's for sure.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
definitely.
it's good. Yeah.
Definitely. Well, now we get to some fun stuff here. We have the serious stuff or semi-serious. Favorite movie or movies, plural, I guess. You gave me a couple of them.
Yeah, it's tough. I can't ever narrow it down to a
Right.
favorite.
no, yeah,
So
that's
yeah.
fine.
But every year around Christmas time, my family and I sit around and we watch all three Lord of the Rings.
All three Lord of the Rings.
It's
And have you
kind
read
of
all
a
the
tradition.
books?
Read
I'm
all the
guessing?
books.
Read all the books.
Read The Hobbit. Read all the books. And we watched the Lord of the Rings extended version. Have
Wow.
to do extended.
Okay.
So it's a big time commitment.
Is that with the director's notes and all that, or does that just show extra scenes? I'm
Just
guessing?
extra scenes,
Extra
yeah,
scenes. Okay,
yeah.
gotcha.
So it's great. So we do that,
Yeah.
and then I like a lot of the science fiction. Minority Report,
Sure.
Gattaca, Moon, all the ones that are 2001. Not the real. I like Star Wars and
Right.
those, but I also like the ones that are more,
more towards the techie side.
Yeah, and
Futuristic.
more that moral issues of science fiction.
Right.
So
Awesome.
yeah, Minority Report was cool because he started doing the touch screen.
Right.
Before there was
yeah.
touch screens
Before there
in
was
Tom
touch screen.
Cruise character.
Yeah.
And then the other thing, I think they scanned your retina, and then based on that, they knew who you were, but also like what ads to show you, and they're doing that now.
They're doing that now.
Yeah.
Well, I guess if you guys want to post maybe real quick your favorite movie, that'd be great. Just go ahead and post it real quick here in Periscope, and so others can see it as well as ourselves. And my favorite movie is What About Bob? What about Bob? What about
with
Bob?
Bill Murray?
With Bill Murray. Yeah, it's one of my all-time favorite. And I love Richard Dreyfuss in it. I love Bill Murray in it. It's one of those movies, if you're stressed or you're just needing some downtime to laugh, it's a really clean family movie.
Yeah.
But you'll roll down on the floor laughing. It is hilarious.
And
anything Bill Murray's in is fun.
I know. I love it. I love it.
Definitely.
All
so,
right.
Minority Report and the Lord of the Rings trilogy, right? The entire
You have to watch all three.
You have to watch all three.
Chuck, you gotta
don't watch it at all.
No,
if you're not gonna
exactly.
Watch all three.
Exactly.
Great. Okay. Well, Music Muses is what this slide is, and basically it's going over. You might not know, Jim's been in a number of, not just one band in your lifetime. I'm guessing multiple bands.
Yeah, multiple bands.
And mainly drumming
Yep.
is what your forte is.
Yeah.
Right. And I know. Can you name some of the bands you've been in around the region? Maybe people probably heard of them.
Probably the one that most people would hear of is Men of Our Times.
Yeah, Men of Our Times.
Yeah,
definitely.
so I was
Still
in
around.
that for 12 or 13 years, and
Yeah,
before
definitely.
that, old decrepit dinosaur rock bands that nobody would remember.
That's
So,
okay.
Yeah.
That's all right. And you've picked up a new instrument too, right? You've been starting, or maybe it's something you've done early in
I
life
did before.
and you are picking it up again. What instrument's that?
So my undergraduate was music education
Okay.
at NIU, and I came here to Rock Valley as an undergrad,
Okay.
right from high school to Rock Valley. So studied with Jack Simon, and Jack used to teach here. And then went on to NIU, and I was a percussion major, so I played marimba. And now I've taken it up again because I haven't played it in so long, and I feel like I want to do that again.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's
definitely.
fun.
Well, marimba, if any of you do not have the show notes in front of you, it is the instrument that has a multiple. Is it wood slats?
Yeah, it's rosewood. It's
Rosewood
equivalent
slats.
to a piano, so about 4 octaves or
And
four
then
and a
it's
half
got
octaves. The mallets.
The
Yeah.
mallets, and are the mallets rubber or are they some other material?
It depends on what you want to play.
Depends
So a
on-
lot of them
okay.
are yarn wrapped. For the marimba, it's typically they're yarn wrapped mallets,
Okay.
and they come in different degrees of softness or hardness
Okay.
of what you want to play. And you
And
can
you're
play
taking
either
lessons
2 or
on that
4
right now,
mallets.
right?
Yep.
Awesome.
Bob DeVita. So
So
if you
you're
need
never
drum
too
lessons-
old to learn
Yeah.
more, right? And to extend your,
It's great.
and it's something you enjoy doing, I'm guessing.
Yeah.
And,
Drives my wife crazy, but
Now I did put on here a picture of Neil Peart. I believe that's how you pronounce his last name.
Perfect.
The Rush drummer, the band Rush, and he's noted as a #1 drummer of all time. But Jim mentioned another one that I had actually not heard of in a while. I knew of his name. You want to mention that?
Yeah, Terry Bozzio.
And what band?
So he used to play with Frank Zappa.
With
That's
Frank
where
Zappa.
he made his
Gotcha.
claim to fame, and then I think it was Missing Persons.
Okay.
But Frank Zappa is where he really made his name, and he's still playing, and
That's kind of your idol.
kind of that
I'm
rock.
guessing.
Yeah,
That's
Terry
your-
Bozzio, Bill
Bozzio.
Bruford from
Okay.
Yes, and
Okay. Yeah.
from King. He played in King Crimson. So
Yeah.
all those dinosaur rock bands
Hey,
that I call them. Yeah.
I grew up with my father and my uncle both was musicians, and so I play guitar still. I had to play in a country band at high school for 4 or 5 years.
Yeah.
And so, but I still play guitar and lead and rhythm both.
Are you in a band?
I am not in a band. I guess if I had time, I would be. But I've always wanted to in the future. I think because I brought up in a musician's home. You know this.
Yeah.
You travel all the time. Like
Yeah.
every weekend they were gone.
Yep.
And so I decided I didn't want to do that early on, but I still enjoy playing.
That's
Still
great.
play different places and
Still
my
learning.
family still
Yeah.
learning.
Yeah.
So, all right, hobbies. Let's talk about hobbies now, real quick.
So my wife would say I'm probably obsessed with biking. So I'm
You're
a big
obsessed with
road
biking.
biker. So I bike upwards. This year I think I'll get in over 3,000 miles for the season.
Wow, That's
So-
amazing. That's impressive.
So it's kind of, yeah, some people would say that. Some people would say it's insane.
Right.
There's varying levels.
On an
of,
average week, nice weather, what do you generally like through the summer?
Yeah, in the summer, upwards of 100 to 200 miles a week.
And what's your favorite spot around, like right around the Rockford area that you like to bike?
You know, that's a good question. I think Rockford is an unsung area for biking. It's really great. So
Okay.
Northwest is really nice. So if you go out Huffman to Rockton and then go northwest out towards Durand, Winnebago, Pecatonica, any of those areas, and then up over into Rockton. Country roads, not a lot of traffic. It's
Sure.
really nice.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of bike paths around here. I'll go east as well, over to, Caledonia, Capron. So it's a great area for biking.
yeah.
Do Rock Cut, do
Rock
the
Cut.
loops around Rock Cut.
Yeah.
So
Well, there's one thing Jim mentioned to me about you do this every year, is that right?
pretty much, yeah.
You want to
every
mention about this event
So,
you take
yeah.
part of every year?
So RAGBRAI, again, my wife thinks I'm crazy. It's called, it stands for the Register's Annual Great Bike Ride Across Iowa.
Okay.
And the Des Moines Register, the newspaper for the state of Iowa, has started this about 45 years ago, 43 years, I guess.
Okay.
And all the money that they raise that doesn't go towards expenses goes towards charities throughout the state of Iowa.
Wow.
And it is the largest organized bike ride in the world.
Whoa.
Upwards of 9,000 to 10,000 riders on any given day. It's a week long. You always start on the west side of Iowa,
Okay.
and you end up on the east side.
How many
And,
miles do you put in for that, roughly?
Anywhere from 50 to 80 miles a day on average, and it's usually between 400 to 450 miles for the whole week.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good clip.
So
yeah.
it's pretty fun. Always the
Uh-huh.
third week in July. You ever want to join us?
Yeah, any bikers out there then,
Yeah.
the RAGBRAI, is that correct?
Yep.
And it's, if you just search for it on Google, RAGBRAI, which I did today. I have not heard of it. It is very popular, though, once you're reading the website, that a lot of people who are bikers definitely know about RAGBRAI.
Yeah.
And so avail yourself to that and take advantage of it.
Bunch of crazy people in spandex, on
Hey,
their
that's
bikes,
all
so,
right.
yeah.
I have some stories of spandex I won't share today, but let's mention your contact information.
So if you ever want to contact me about classes, Stephanie is the chair of the department, but if you still have questions and you want to flip them by me, go ahead.
Sure.
So jim.conley@rockvalleycollege.edu. If there's a prereq that maybe you haven't met and you think you still want to try to take the class, email me, and that's the best way to contact me.
Definitely.
Yep.
Well, next week, or 2 weeks actually from today, we have Rich Gokin. Rich Gokin is the Dean of Technical Allied Health, and Rich is a musician as well.
Yeah,
And
guitar players.
Yeah, Rich is, I believe, still playing every weekend, if I'm not mistaken. We'll talk to him in a couple weeks. So, Jim, thanks for coming today.
Chuck, thanks
Appreciate
for having
it, man.
me. Appreciate it. It was
All right.
fun.
All right, we'll see you later.
Thank you.